Hi guys, if you would like to be able to calculate complicated composite shapes like this one, then stay tuned because I'm going to teach you how to tackle these guys, because this shape is not a regular square rectangle. It's got kind of an L shape to it, and it's got 6 sides. The odd thing though is they've only given us 4 sides. Let me just show you. They've given us one side 10 centimeters, another side 22, another side 12, and finally down below 30 centimeters across here. That's only 4 sides, yet we know we've got 6 sides on this shape. There's 2 missing. Which 2 are missing? This one across here and that one across there. So these 2 lengths are missing. So step number 1, I'm going to walk you through on how to find these 2 lengths that are missing. And then step number 2, I'm going to chop these 2 shapes and form 2 easy areas so we can work out what the area in total is for this particular composite shape. Now we're looking for the size of the area within these dimensions. Now we're going to break it, as I said before, into 2 shapes. I'm going to chop them in half and we're going to tie them together and find the total area. So step number 1 is find these lengths that are missing, these 2. And then step number 2 is chop them and work out each individual area. And finally, add them together and we have the total area. So let's go through it now. Now, the first thing we want to do is identify what lengths we do have. Now, we do know the bottom one is 30. And we also know another one that's associated with it is this one up here, 10 centimeters. Now, why would this one here be related to the one all the way down there? Well, to answer that question is you've got to recognize and realize that horizontal lines go with horizontal lines. You can add and subtract from them. And then the opposite of that is vertical lines go with other vertical lines. So we've got to use the verticals with the verticals, the horizontals with the horizontals in order for us to calculate and come up with what these 2 lengths are. So let me walk you through it. First of all, let's actually work out what this horizontal line here is. Now to work that out, we're going to need the other 2 horizontal lines. And the other 2 horizontal lines are this one down here and that one across here. These 2 guys go together, horizontal with horizontal. Then that's going to give us that length across there. So let me walk you through it. First thing we know is across all of this is 30 centimeters. And this is only 10 centimeters. So clearly all we need to do, because they're both horizontal, is subtract one from the other. So we have 30, take away 10, leaves us whatever's left there. I'll show you again. 30, take away 10, leaves us what's in here. Can you see that? That, take away that, gives us that. So let's work that out. So we have all the way down here, 30 centimeters. So we go 30, take away this other horizontal line, 10 centimeters, and that clearly equals 20 centimeters. So all we need to do is label it in here and write down 20 centimeters. Okay, great, we've worked out one of them. So we used all the horizontals to work out the horizontal. Now we want to find a vertical line, and that's the missing one down here. Now let's look at the other vertical ones that we already have. So we do have across here 22, that's a vertical. And we also have this one here, 12, that's also a vertical. So all we need to do is subtract one from the other. So 22 there, take away 12 there, will give us whatever's left there. I'll do that again. We have 22, take away 12, leaves us with what's left there. So let's work that out. So it's 22, take away 12, and that gives us a grand total down here of 10. Now that we have that, let's label it right here. Okay, now we have all the dimensions. That's the end of step 1. Now we're going to step 2, and that is what we need to do is to take this composite shape and break it up into 2 easy shape or 2 rectangles that we can easily work out the area. So in order to do that, I'm going to need to chop these. Now you can chop it there or you can chop it there. The decision's up to you. You can do either way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop it across there. Now, in order to cut it and chop it across there, we're going to need some sort of a tool or some sort of a method to cut it. So what could I use to cut? What's a good instrument for cutting? Maybe a scissors. I'll grab a scissors and I'll cut it. Okay, I'll just cut it here and we'll make an incision just along there. So just hold on while I do that. Okay. Okay, the incision's been made. It is now cut. So what we're going to do is we are going to quite simply just work out the two separate areas, area 1 and area 2. So let's work them out. So let's call this one here area 1. So that's area 1. And this one here we'll call area 2. Is that cool? Area 2, area 1. Let's work out area 1. Now we know with areas it's length times breadth. So let's take a look at what we have. We have length times breadth or width. So it's 22 times 10. So that's this area in here. So let's work that out. So area 1 equals 22 times 10. And that equals 220. And let's check out those units. They're both in centimeters. So because it's area, it's going to be centimeters squared. Okay, we've got area 1. There's our area 1. Now let's work out area 2, which is right over here. Now the good news is we've already worked out the dimensions from previously, and we can work this out quite simply. So area 2 equals length times breadth, which is 20 times 10. And that's going to equal 20 times 10 is 200. And of course it's centimeters squared. So there's our second area. Now we have the two areas. All we need to do now is to finally, ultimately add them both together and we'll have the total area of this composite shape. So area 1 plus area 2. $220 plus 200, and that gives us a grand total, the final area for all of these. Once we add them up all together, 200 plus 220 gives us a grand total of, the total area here is 420 centimeters squared.
Take a minute to check out our website at http://www.vividmaths.com. You'll find additional resources, cheat sheets, transcripts, and other maths videos that are not available on YouTube. Lastly, don't forget to subscribe to get access to all the written answers for your maths questions, plus other special offers.